Chris Froome will embark upon the toughest challenge of his career when he begins his quest to win a third Tour de France title on Saturday. The Team Sky rider, 31, is favorite to become the first man in 20 years to win consecutive tours. He faces stiff competition from two-time winner Alberto Contador and two-time runner-up Nairo Quintana. "I've got more rivals and the level of my rivals is that much stronger," said the 2013 and 2015 champion. The 3,500 km route comprises 9 flat stages, 9 mountain stages, with 4 summit finishes, 1 hilly stage and 2 individual time trials. A total of 198 riders from 22 teams will start Saturday's stage from Mont Saint-Michel to Utah Beach in Normandy before heading south to the Pyrenees Mountains during the opening week. The route then takes the riders to the Alps, via the legendary ascent of Mont Ventoux and a stage in Switzerland, before heading for the traditional finish on the Champs-Elysees in Paris on Sunday, July 24. Froome said, "The route this year is very much climber-based in terms of even the 2 time trials we have. One is straight uphill and the other one has 2 long climbs on it. Even though we have time trials, they're time trials where a climber will do well. I imagine a lot of people will be looking at that last week given it's so heavily loaded with mountains, stage 17, 18, 19, and 20, anyone trying to make up time, it will be a great opportunity. Whoever's defending the yellow jersey, it will be tough, 4 days back-to-back like that. Where will the race be won and lost?" Read Geraint Thomas's stage-by-stage guide. The 31-year-old has based his whole season around the next 6 weeks, with the Olympic road race and time trial in Rio following the Tour. He started his winter training later than usual and has not competed in as many stage races, although he did win the Tour warm-up, the Critérium du Dauphiné, as he did in 2013 and 2015. "It's about delaying reaching that peak form," he said. "In previous seasons, in the spring I'd been in that shape and then basically tried to hang on to it, whereas now I feel as if I've only just got there. Hopefully it means that because we've delayed everything I'll be able to hang on to it a bit longer, and hopefully into Rio too." Team Sky principal Sir Dave Brailsford says there's a real excitement and anticipation for the race. He added, "If you worry about people ganging up on you, you are not able to focus on yourself. We'll make the race and choose our tactics accordingly. It's about being proactive and controlling, rather than worrying about other people." Team Sky have assembled what is generally regarded as the strongest ever 9-man Tour de France squad to try to help Froome to victory, a fact that has not gone unnoticed by one of his main rivals, Contador. "It's not just about beating Froome. It's about beating the whole of Team Sky," said the Spaniard. Tour pedigree helped Sir Bradley Wiggins become the first British winner of the race in 2012 before becoming the first 2-time winner last year. Looking to join a group of 7 riders to have won 3 or more Tours de France. Strengths: Froome can climb and time trial with the best in the race and has one of the strongest teams ever assembled around him. He is also tactically astute and can adjust his strategy when needed. Froome has delayed reaching his peak form in an effort to also go for gold in the road race at the Rio Olympics. He says, "I've made a personal goal to be stronger in the 3rd week than I had been in the past." France have not had a home winner since Bernard Hinault's record-equaling 5th victory in 1985. Thibaut Pinot and Romain Bardet are the biggest hopes this year. Both are comfortable in the mountains but will seek to limit losses on the time trials. Podium finishes are not out of the question, but the top step may just be beyond reach. Fellow Frenchman Pierre Rolland is an accomplished climber and has switched to Cannondale to further his Grand Tour ambitions. He has ridden more than 2,000 kilometers on his time trial bike in the off-season, but will it pay off? Australia's Richie Porte was in the Team Sky squad that helped Wiggins win in 2012 and Froome a year later. The 31-year-old had a tilt 2 years ago after Froome crashed out but struggled in the mountains after falling ill. Porte, who switched to BMC Racing for this year, said, "I've never been in as good shape and, more importantly, I've never been on a team where I've got my own opportunities. American Tejavi Vanguard Aaron is also in the BMC squad. He claims sickness ruined his race last year when he was forced to abandon from third place on stage 17. There are 8 British riders in the race and 3 will be supporting Froome's challenge in the 9-man Team Sky squad. Geraint Thomas will again play a key role in the mountains, while Ian Stannard and Luke Rowe will do a lot of work on the flatter stages to keep Froome near the front of the peloton and away from crashes. Mark Cavendish will be going for wins on the flatter sprint-friendly stages. He has won 26 Tour de France stages and needs just 2 more to equal Hinault's haul. Belgium's 5-time Tour winner Eddy Merckx leads the way on 34. Should the Manx Missile win stage 1 on Saturday, he will wear the race leader's yellow jersey for the first time. However, Cavendish says it was never a career target to pull on the maillot jaune. He added, "It's a stage win. The win will get you the yellow jersey. You can only look at it like that. How else will you get the yellow jersey? Even if it was the 7th stage, we'd go into it with the same strategy." Steve Cummings, who won a Tour stage last year, is also in Cavendish's Dimension Data squad. Climbing specialist Adam Yates, 23, will ride for Orica Bike Exchange and look to improve on his 50th place finish last year, while New Zealand-born sprinter Daniel McLay, 24, is making his Tour debut for the Fortuneo, Vital Concept team. The Tour de France is not all about winning the yellow jersey. The battles for the green points and polka dot king of the mountains jerseys can be just as intense. Slovakia's Peter Sagan is chasing a 5th successive points title. Historically, the race for green has been the domain of the sprinter, but since Cavendish won in 2011, Sagan, who can climb and sprint, has been imperious by picking up points on hillier stages. Points are awarded at the end of all stages but are stacked in favor of the sprinters on flat stages. There are also intermediate sprints to keep the quick men interested in the mountains. Froome won the King of the Mountains title last year, more as a byproduct of winning the race. The 2014 winner Rafał Majka is a teammate of Contador, highlighting the strength of Tinkoff's squad. The harder the ascent, the more points are on offer, with double points at summit finishes. Expect the likes of Bardet, Pinot, and Roland to be interested, particularly if the hopes of a first French winner in 31 years evaporates again.